So, hello friends, it's your favorite gamer Egro is back with one more episode. So, if you are following my channel, you know that we have started a new series on football transfer rumors and all the football related news around the world, and also a similar series I will start on all the gaming related news. So, which will I will give you each week what are the top games coming out, what are the best running games now. Okay, so we will give more information on game, but this video on Saturday or Sunday is dead on Sunday or Monday is dedicated to all the football transfer rumors and all the football news that are coming up thick and in from all around the world. Okay, so this is basically dedicated to the football one. Okay, and we also started dedicated news video on the gaming one. So if you like my channel, if you are passionate about football and gaming, do follow my channel. Okay, and you will love it. If you have not seen my other videos, do go and subscribe to my link and see watch out the other videos because they are very interesting. And if you are, I know a lot of people do comment in my video, so if you want to let me know your views on the on my channel, okay, and what videos would like to make, then surely do comment below in the videos. And if you have not hit the bell icon still, now do hit the bell icon because your support means a lot to me, a lot and lot to me. So without further wasting much time, let us now focus on the video. Okay, so uh, let's check what are the transfer news this week. So we have the first transfer news. Yes, the biggest transfer news that has happened last week is Pochettino has been signed by PSG. Okay, so I'm a big fan of Pochettino. Okay, and he is someone who can transform a team. He's a great uh, player, sorry, a great coach. Okay, so who loves to give the youth a chance, and who loves to find out real gems from the academy. Okay, and I think Harry Kane, Dele Alli, they were able to find their feet. Okay, and they were able to become superstars because of him only, him only. Okay, he is a great manager. Okay, but somehow the Spurs board did not support him with whatever transfers he wanted, and he was not very happy after so many years he has dedicated to Spurs. Okay, and he was not very happy that the board did not support him in the transfer window. Okay, and he was right to move away from Spurs. Okay, so and Spurs was also very frustrated with him because he was not bringing any trophies. Okay, because Spurs also wanted to become the elite team in England. Okay, so they wanted to be counted among the elite. But if I think if he was supported, he did get some support from the Spurs board, he would have become a champion manager, of course. So that's the big news. And with him, of course, PSG will bring in more and more players. So the biggest name we are hearing that PSG might buy is Sergio Aguero. Okay, so Aguero is a top player, but he is finding it hard in Manchester City to get some game time, and so he might be tempted to move to PSG where he can, of course, score lots of goals. Okay, and he can also fight for some silverware. Okay, and PSG I think is a will be a good retirement home for him where he can score some goals. Um, he can see his last years there. So PSG might, and PSG also need a backup striker in the front, of course. And of course, Aguero is not a backup striker, of course. My bad. He's a very good striker. Okay, and he can be the first team regular also there. So there is one more news related to PSG. I see in this 90minute.com where they are saying that what should be the top things that Pochettino should be concentrating on in the January transfer window. And one of their main things, there is a news also going on in the transfer rumors that maybe they are tempted to buy Messi. Okay, and Neymar has put in Neymar's, as you know, he has only 1.5 year left in his contract. Okay, so Neymar is wants PSG to buy Messi. He wants to play alongside Messi. Okay, so PSG might be tempted to bring in Messi. Okay, but there are of course other competitors for him. Of course, Manchester City is the biggest threat to them. Okay, in terms of buying, both have the power and both have the backing of their board and both have that much money to buy Messi, to give Messi the wages he demands. Okay, so I would not be very surprised if Messi leaves Barcelona and plays for PSG or Man City. Okay, Man City would be a tougher ground for him, but then again, he is Messi. Okay, so may not be so much tough. So let us see what happens. One more thing that PSG should sort out is Mbappe contract. Okay, so Mbappe is nearing the last years of his contract, and Real Madrid is very much tempted to buy him. And if you know, he is a big fan of Zinedine Zidane also, and he wants to follow Ronaldo's footsteps. Okay, so he might be tempted to play under Zidane, which is a very lucrative offer for him. It will be lucrative offer for any player. Okay, so but uh, there is one more news that Real Madrid are also interested to buy Son. Okay, so if and Son has let his terms in the table that he wants to be the top player in this in the Real Madrid team. He want a indispensable tag. Okay, so if Son becomes indispensable, if he wants to be indispensable, if Real Madrid wants him in the team, he wants to be indispensable. He will have to perform, of course, at a top level. Okay, we have seen a lot of players go to Real Madrid and suffer a drop in form like Hazard or Gareth Bale. Okay, but then Son is in his peak years and he is a very hardworking player. But his direct competition will be, of course, Eden Hazard. But Hazard has not lived up to the expectations that were set for him in Real Madrid. He was a very good player in Chelsea, and here what we can say, he has not lived up to the expectation. He is mostly injured. The games he play, we have rarely seen him play like Chelsea. As if means what I feel, I was a big fan of Hazard when he used to play for Chelsea. I personally saw him at Stamford Bridge. Okay, so I was a big fan of it, but don't know, as if he is not interested to play more. Okay, with his body language, he is not interested to play now. So I think if Son or Mbappe comes into the Real Madrid team, it would be, they would be a guaranteed starter there. But then Real Madrid would want to buy one of them, maybe, or both. They can buy both. They have that potential with if with their caliber, with Zidane at the helm, they might bring in both. Who knows? And that's a very dangerous situation with Son playing on one wing and Mbappe on another. Oh my God, I just can't think about it. That's a very scary, scary means prospect for all the players in La Liga and also in Champions. They would be a strong contender. Okay, with both these player maturing over the age, and I think Mbappe is a very matured player by now. Okay, though he is just 21 years of age, he is a very matured player. Okay, and he just he behaves very matured, and he's always taking up he takes up means what can you say, he wants to play, he wants the ball, and he wants to win matches. Okay, so he has a hunger in him. So he is of course a top player by now, and he is not faded away by the fame he is getting. So let us see if Real Madrid buys him. Okay, so Real Madrid is a good prospect. So it will be a devastating Real Madrid. So and why not, we can experiment with this. Okay, so I will surely make a career mode with Real Madrid next time. In the next series that is coming up, I will surely be making a career mode with Real Madrid, and we will try to make a Galacticos team, buying all the best players that are available in the market. We will of course go for the Galacticos team again. So the next news that is coming up, that Declan Rice makes Manchester United transfer decisions amid ongoing Chelsea interest. So this is one player which both Manchester United and Chelsea are interested in. Declan Rice is a very top player. Okay, and and he feels, I think he somewhere feels that West Ham, though West Ham are just I think how many points behind him, behind the top four. West Ham is currently now at probably fifth, right? West Ham or somewhere. No, they are at 10th. Okay, but just 6 points above the top and 3 points just from the Champions League place. So even if West Ham does qualify for Champions League next season, I don't think Declan Rice will be there. Okay, because he has clearly made his decision that he wants to play for a top team. So Chelsea or Manchester United looks possible destination for him, but both the team has a lot of competition for his places. Okay, so in Manchester United, of course, we have Fred, we have Matic. Okay, who are means and we have defenders also. Okay, so his place in he will face a tough competition, but the guy we know he loves competition. Declan Rice loves competition. Okay, and he would love the prospect to be in a Manchester United team. Okay, he can play as central defensive midfielder or a center back also. Both. He's a very versatile player. Okay, and I'm a big fan of him. Okay, and in Chelsea, if you think that Chelsea's defensive players, the CDMs, of course, N'Golo Kante is there and Jorginho is there. Okay, so both of them are nearing the age. Okay, so if Chelsea wants to keep Kante for the next season and he and buy Declan Rice also, so they can have a double pivot of Rice and N'Golo, okay, which is a very dangerous. mm dangerous prospect for the Premier League. Okay, I don't think any player will be able to go beyond them. Okay, and as Declan Rice is a friend of Mason Mounts, they share a very good relationship, so they will be able to give that relationship in the field. And also Lampard is a big fan of him. If Lampard stays, we might see a chance of Declan Rice coming to Chelsea. Okay, if Lampard stays, of course, his position is in a very sensitive position. He is okay. So who knows? But I think the Chelsea board should give him some much more time to Lampard. Okay, because he might be not so experienced, but of course he has that passion in him. Okay, and Chelsea board once made the mistake of going Antonio Conte to leave him. Okay, Conte for me was the in the recent years we can see the best coach that Chelsea has got in the recent years, of course. The best coach that he has got, but then again Chelsea made the mistake of leaving him. So Chelsea should not make the mistake of leaving Lampard again. Okay, they might want to give him some time. Okay, of course he has not won um, any trophies till now. Okay, but with the time given, they will mature. Of course, Chelsea has bought a lot of players this season, namely like Havertz and Timo Werner, who would take a bit of time to settle down. Remember, every player takes a bit of time to settle down. Even Chelsea had Mo Salah and KDB in the team earlier. Okay, Lukaku also, but Chelsea made the mistake of mm, selling them too early. Okay, without testing them, and that was the big mistake. They came back to haunt Chelsea. So Chelsea should not be too much means I know the expectation is high on the players, but they are not buying them for this one season, right? They are not buying for one season. They are buying for the future, and they are going to be very very dangerous players. Once they set in, they are going to be very very dangerous players. So Chelsea should wait for these players to kick in, and if required, they can buy Declan Rice, of course, who will be a top player in Chelsea. Now the next news come is scoop from Real Madrid from the La Liga that Kubo gets his wish as Real Madrid wonderkid joins Getafe on loan. So he was very unhappy at Villarreal. He was not getting so much chances there. So Real Madrid terminated his agreement and sent him to Getafe instead. There he might get some few chance. This is one more star that who is in the Real Madrid ranks. Okay, so we have not seen the best of him still now. But if this is a very good investment for Real Madrid, so if he turns out to be an awesome player, they can keep him, and if he doesn't turns out to be a too much good player, they can of course sell him at a huge profit. Okay, so it's a win-win situation for Real Madrid. Okay, and so. Um, they of course want to see him for this season, that how much he develops, and then maybe keep him in the team or ship him outside. But this guy is a very highly rated player. Okay, if you go to YouTube and search that for Kubo, okay, you will see very awesome highlights there. Okay, uh, so if you search for his skill videos, you will see that he is just means a version of Hazard at Lille, of course. So they need to wait for him and they need to see that what happens with this guy. So our next news is that Arsenal has completed not a major signing, but they have signed Rekik, okay, who was earlier in Manchester City ranks, of course, okay, from Hertha Berlin. Okay, so I don't know if he will be integrated into the first team now, okay, because of course they are signing him for future, but they can try him out in the Premier League also if he is a big player. Okay, big strong player. If you go out in YouTube and search for skills for him, you will see him that he's a he's a player who is not afraid to come in front of the ball. Okay, so you might see a bit of Rio Ferdinand and John Terry type of old school defender who comes and blocks passes and who comes in front of the ball, gets his body in from, who is not afraid to get his body in front of the ball. Okay, so this guy would is a good purchase for the Gunners. Okay, and if they can develop him, he would be a means massive player. Just 512k, 540k. It's a massive bargain signing. It will be, but they will of course, want to give him time to grow. He should not be directly put into the first team now only, okay, because with the form Arsenalians, this guy may lose confidence. But then again, putting into the first team brings the best out of a lot of players. So let us see what happens with him. Okay, there's one more news coming up from West Ham that Haller has joined Ajax. Okay, so this guy was not getting means chances in the Premier League. Okay, so but he is a good player. They signed him for a record amount, and now they have sold to Ajax for around 22.5 million, which is I think a loss of around 12 to 13 million. They have sold it, but then again, they are not getting that much, so it's better to ship him out, and maybe he would be a good success in Ajax. Okay, so let's hope good for this player. We have noted this player a lot of time in Premier League. Okay, he is a very decent player. Okay, and a player who has that potential, but then again he never truly sparked up. Same case as Michi Batshuayi, okay, who had a big potential but never really sparked the Premier League, never set of fireworks in the Premier League. I think his best cameo coming up with the goal he won Chelsea the league. Okay, that's the best cameo that he has. A lot of Chelsea fans remember him for that. So we hope a good success for this player at Ajax. Okay. So next comes a news from Liverpool. Okay, FSG are not tight. So a lot FSG's transfer policy has come into question a lot of times this year, with Liverpool not interested to buy any more players. Okay, but then again, UFC they have bought Jota, and they have bought Alca, Thiago Alcantara. Okay, so they are very good players, and they have bought them in a very bargain deal, and they have uh, gelled into the team very well. Okay, they Liverpool though might find the goals are not coming up so much this season because of course of injury. Okay, because of this lockdown. Okay, goals are not coming up so much, but still Liverpool has a very good squad, and I think the FSG team has mm, uh, backed up Klopp a lot. Okay, so they have in the initial years when they bought Klopp, okay, they were he was not getting, of course, results. Okay, so he was not getting results, but they kept him. They were they gave him the support that he needed. They bought him players which he wanted. Okay, and he ultimately gave the results. He ultimately made them a champion team. Okay, so I don't think any reason for FSG to lose faith in him. Okay, because of course Klopp knows what he is doing. He knows when to buy which players and which player to groom for the future. He knows. Okay, so let's leave it to him. And I have seen in a lot of comments that people are bashing the FSG team for not buying any players, any backup for Mo Salah. Okay, but do they really need to spend? Let Klopp do the do whatever he wants to. Okay, he understands this team so much, and he is very passionate about Liverpool. Okay, he loves Liverpool. Okay, and so I don't think there is any reason to means there is any reason for uh, to doubt FSG's interest. Okay, and they will keep a lot of faith in Klopp. Okay, and of course Liverpool is not giving that much result this season, but again they are the top of the Premier League, right? So there is nothing to means worry of, though they are in same points. But let's wait and see. The league is still halfway only. So next comes news from Manchester won't do anything in January transfer window. Somebody has commented. Okay, so I think where OGS is currently now. Okay, he is in a not a tight spot. He is just in the line where of good and danger. Two, three losses can put him into the danger zone. Two, three wins can put him into the top of the league. So he is just between the. This time Premier League is very competitive. You know, there is just 6 point difference between number one and number 10, right? So it's no, not six. I think 7 points difference. Okay, so between number one and number 10. So it's anybody's league this year. Okay, so so with the team Manchester United has, and with the coach they have a lot of potential to shine this year because they have even the chance to win the league this season. Okay, so if they don't splash some cash, it's not strange. Okay, because their team is getting results, their team is defending well. They have only just conceded 9 goals this season. Okay, and they have scored 24, which is I think the best in the league after Leeds United. Yes, it's the best in the league after Leeds United. Okay, so that's a pretty decent form they are in. Okay, and with one more win, they can easily top the league when Premier League returns this week. Okay, so I don't think there is much scope for them to buy now, but yes, uh, striker would be their first priority. Okay, because they need goals, and goals. Okay, though they have scored a lot of goals this season, but they are going to they would want more and more goals, which brings to us to this news. This is a big news that Manchester United are prepared to beat Juventus to buy Haaland. Okay, so both Juventus and Manchester United are looking for Haaland. Haaland is a very awesome player. He is in a peak form. But then again, we must not forget what Bundesliga players, if they come to Premier League, instantly they will not kick in because of course the style of play in Bundesliga and the style of play in Premier League is very different. Okay, so don't expect him to come in and bang goals. Okay, and if he comes to Manchester United, he would be a great asset for Manchester United with Rashford at one side with Bruno Fernandes behind him. It's a terrifying prospect. for Manchester United. For the it's means it would people would be terrified, okay, to face them. So Manchester United might go all in to bring him because they were targeting Sancho last year. Okay, they were not able to achieve him, but they are targeting Haaland this year. They might go all in for him. Okay, because of course they need a striker. They need a world class striker. And they are managing quite good, but they need a world class striker. And one more news which we are hearing that Sergio Ramos may be interest a possible target for Manchester United. So if Sergio Ramos comes, it's it is a means very fearful thing for all the teams in Premier League because you know him, you know Ramos. He is a very strong center back, and what added comes with him is his captaincy. Okay, he is a player who can inspire the team, who can inspire the uh, crowd. Okay, who can produce a moment of brilliance from the free kick from a corner. Okay, who can win matches. Okay, so he is a big person in the mm, dressing room. But of course, if Sergio Ramos is going to come, there would be clashes with Harry Maguire, of course, because we know that Harry Maguire is not a very moody person, okay, and there might be clashes, okay. But then again, if they gel together, it would be a very strong backline to penetrate. It's a fearsome prospect bringing Sergio Ramos in Manchester United, but then again, we would love to see it because we would love to see Sergio Ramos playing in Manchester United against Liverpool facing Mo Salah. Mouth-watering. Just awesome. Just we can't think of that. Okay. Manchester United Liverpool match. Ramos here on one side and Mo Salah on the other side. And Liverpool fans, they just don't love Sergio Ramos. Add with the hatred towards United, and you would be getting a mouth-watering clash there. Okay, they might start booing him. Okay, so let us see what happens there. Okay, and Manchester United, the next news is coming that Manchester United has signed the Atlanta wonderkid Diallo. Okay, so this guy is waiting for all the paperwork to be done, but mostly he would be put into the junior team for now. Okay, but they can if they can play him in FA Cup and try him out if he is a good prospect, if he's a very good player when he's playing for Atlanta, of course. Okay, but for Manchester United, if it turns out to be good, they can directly induce him into the first team, or they can put him into the youth team, or let him play in FA Cup and League Cup and try him out, of course. Oh, sorry, League Cup, so they will not be able to play because the final is here. Okay. So they can try him out in FA Cup and in other competitions. Okay. Europa League is also there. They can try him out there. Okay, and this guy can develop into a very good player. So next up, we have gone through this news. Oh, there is one more news about Diego Costa. So Diego Costa has again done a Diego Costa. Okay, he has demanded to be end his contract in Atletico Madrid, and of course, Atleti has let him go. Okay, and now he is a free agent. So any club getting him will get a two-ended knife, of course, which you say. With him comes a bully striker who can bully defenders in his best day. We have seen him flourish at Atleti, and we have seen him flourish at Chelsea. Okay, he is a terrific prospect to face for defenders. But then again, with comes a lot of nonsense player. Okay, a lot of nonsense comes with him. He is not he doesn't comes to training. He goes to Brazil and send posts in Instagram that he's not coming back. So he's a manager's headache. But a manager loves to be him in field also because he is a player who can win you matches, and we have seen him in Premier League. Oh, those days, Diego Costa playing for Chelsea. He is just a bully any defender. But with him, these problems are there. Getting a red card, foul mouthing some players, calling some abusive languages. Okay, so with him comes a lot, some lots of problems come in. So, but any team would like to get him. I think Wolves and Wolves are more interested in him. I read somewhere because Raul Jimenez is of course uh, injured a lot of. Yes, here only the news is there that fading over striker wage demands. Okay, so he has a lot of wage demand. Okay, but Wolves might bring him, and once Raul Jimenez gets fit, Raul Jimenez, Diego Costa, two very strong and physical players, they can turn a match around. Very physical players they are. They are made for Premier League. So let us see if Diego Costa comes up. Okay, so there is one more news. Okay, which is Simeone hints at Atletico exit. Okay, so Simeone after their Copa loss. Okay, so Simeone has hinted that he may leave Atleti at the end of this season. Okay, so if he leaves Atleti, his possible destination would be, who do you think? Probably Chelsea if Lampard gets fired. Probably City. I don't think so because City is still City looks invested in Pep Guardiola still now. Okay, PSG is gone. Pochettino is there. Okay, and then who do we have else? Of course, Barcelona and Real Madrid are out of question. Juventus may be a possible option for him. Okay, Juventus might like him. And in Premier League, there is one more team that might get him is Arsenal. If Mikel Arteta does not give Arsenal that much confidence this season, they might go for Diego Simeone. Okay, he's a top coach and he has that fighting spirit, and he can turn a team of nobody to a champion team. We have seen him in Atletico. Uh, Time and again, he has brought in players. He has brought in players who have proved to be bargain signings. Sergio Aguero is there. Diego Costa is there. Anthony Griezmann is there. Okay, they have come. They have been bargain signings for him. So maybe Simeone can come to Arsenal or Chelsea if Arteta or Lampard gets fired next season. If of course, if so, but don't doubt he will leave. I think he is almost how many years in Atletico? 502 games he has played, and the Spanish media has said it is a disaster for Atletico. Okay, mm, 502 games in charge of a club. That's no nonsense. Okay, so he might be. Let us see what happens next year. Okay, a lot might change from now and the end of season. It's football, of course. We don't know what happens. That's the beauty of the game. So if you have liked my video, if you like my channel, do subscribe and hit the bell icon, and let me know in the comments below which of this transfer news you thought was good, and if you have some news which you want to read me out in the next uh, episode, do comment below. Okay, and let me know your views because your support means a lot for me. And do keep watching my channel. There are a lot of interesting stuff coming up in the next weeks. Okay, so if you like my channel, do hit the bell icon and subscribe. And till then, a happy new year to all, and bye.